There is a lot of pain in the world right now. A lot of struggle, a lot of collective pain, I think that we're tuning into and witnessing, and a lot of people are really feeling that. And I had a few minutes between some client calls today, so I wanted to talk about kind of this struggle that we're feeling on a global level and also on an individual level right now with everything going on. And first, I want you all to acknowledge just the collective pain that we are holding right now. The weight of this is so heavy that, even if you turn off all the news and all social and everything, you still feel this. There's this collective weightiness of what we're all feeling now, as humans, as the human collective right now. And I just want everyone to take that in, while we're still trying to get our jobs done, take care of our families, we're still carrying that. And especially for women, this is like one more layer of what we're carrying right now. And what we're seeing in the world right now, and I've mentioned this before a little bit, and I'm going to start like I don't like saying meta anymore, meta level, larger level, macro level, going down to a personal level, is that you're seeing the old ways fight to survive. We are seeing the old ways of solving conflict, the old ways of power grabs, land grabs, corruption, manipulation, all of this stuff is coming out just so loudly right now in the world. And who suffers the most are the people. Who suffers the most are the everyday people getting caught up in these power wars. And the silver lining, I hate even saying that because it sounds maybe overly optimistic right now when you look at what's going on in the world, but I just want you to tune in, is I've heard this described as like the major labor pains of us birthing into a new world, because people will realize that none of this is working anymore. Okay, so that's what's going on, on a macro level. We are consuming more than we're creating as a society. And it was interesting because I have these little 2 a.m. epiphanies, as some of you may have sometimes, like maybe it's 3:33 in the morning. Some of us are waking up in the middle of the night and having these aha moments. And in my mind, because I've been working on content from my workshop that's coming up on creativity, the consumption versus creation, I'm like, oh my gosh, that is, it's a model for everything going on in the world. Like countries wanting to consume each other's resources and people, and dominate and power grab, versus creation, which is where we're seeing opportunities. We're creating things that help people. We're innovating. We're using our talents and our skills and supporting others and creating this brand new world. And I hope and pray and feel deeply that is where we are moving, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. So what do you have now? You have the ability to create more than you consume. And I want to offer this to you as just something I arrived at for myself and my clients that has helped them immensely, in that the less you consume on media, on useless social, not helping others. All my reminders are suddenly going off right now. I apparently had a lot of reminders set for noon. Yeah, pack your gym bag. Hold on. Take your supplements. Okay. Does anyone else use those all the time? I'm getting older. Looking at how much of your day is consuming versus creating. That's it in a nutshell, right? Are you consuming media? Are you consuming social? Are you consuming other people's voices in your ear more than you're taking that time to really tune in and know your truth, and then create from there in ways that could immensely help people, right? creating is the light, consuming is the dark. There's so many things I want to do with this. I'm so excited. I just wanted to share it with you all. I had a few other notes, actually. I just wanted to look at this. The new ways versus the old ways, and this is interesting as well. Several clients have come to me in the past few weeks, as well as, this was a kind of a undercurring conversation going on at the trust meeting we had in Miami, is that, suddenly sometimes things you have been doing that have always worked will not work anymore right now. Right? If you're feeling this, whether it's a business launch that suddenly, like, there's absolutely no evidence that anything should not be working. It was just proven maybe even a few months ago, this model or whatever you're doing, then suddenly stops working for no reason, right? And if this is a client, well, first we'll dig in. I'm like, well, let's make sure, let's look at the numbers and let's look at the patterns, and is this lining up? And if it's not there immediately, we'll talk about their energy. We'll talk about how they've been feeling. And most often, if we dive in a little deeper, it's something they're resisting. They're resisting going in a direction they've been secretly thinking about, or saying something they've been wanting to say, or starting a whole new area of their business, or shifting gears completely in their business. It often is a symptom of something that had nothing to do with the launch mechanics itself, but it is an absolute energetic factor, okay? Leading to something that they're really needing to create right now, that really exemplifies their genius and their brilliance and the magic part of them, that true human magic that needs to be birthed in a different way. So just consider that. If there's something that you're bumping up against the wall and like something's not working and there's a struggle there, especially right now, it is likely because you are resisting creating something that has been on your mind for a long time. Right now, anything not aligned is going to come up to be healed. Anything out of alignment right now. That's what you're seeing, a macro in the world right now, like old ways again of like governing and warmongering and this stuff going on. Like it is so obvious right now that this is not how we solve problems, right? This is not how we move to the great new world. But it's showing us so clearly that we are the ones, the people are the ones who are going to have to create this ourselves. So many layers to this. I love these conversations, and I love the friends I have right now who, we're texting each other saying, can you feel the vibe today? And the energies right now are so strong. They're so, there's so much heaviness, but I get emotional when I tap into that light right now, and just the incredible supportive energies there are for us as well. And that's what I want us all to tune into right now. It's that creative energy. So that's my message I want to share with you today. It's something that has just been affecting me profoundly. And so that one rule every day, I just look at, are you consuming more than you're creating? You should be creating. Now is our time to create. We are the way showers. We are showing the way right now. And when I'm working on the content for my workshop in a few weeks, it keeps changing because of everything going on in the world. But I have to tell you that I'm so excited to spend a few days with the incredible women in this room and tap into what they truly want to create, this great work in their lifetime, where they're going with this, who they're becoming, and helping them do this within a 2-day process. Like, this is just something that's lighting me up so much. So I'll put the link in here later when I post this, but if you want to write it down or go there, it's creativestrategyworkshop.us. And this work's just taking on a whole new meaning of helping people just move into this new place where they're feeling called, where you're feeling pulled. And the work you've done prior may not feel as profound and relevant as where you want to go now. these are the people, man, that I'm just like, if we all get in a room together, the few dozen of us, and work on this stuff, it's going to be just magical. So thank you. I'm going to post this after I live it and make sure I don't mess this up, because sometimes I delete it. But thank you for listening today. Powerful day. I kind of knew I would cry, but it's, I'm telling you, the light is going to outweigh the dark. The light is going to outweigh the dark.